In this video, we're going to cover 3 costs that almost no first-time homebuyer knows about that they're going to have when they buy a home. So I and my team have this discussion with every first-time homebuyer. I've always been surprised that so many other mortgage loan officers don't have this conversation, but I always make sure to do so. The first cost, it's always amazing me if people don't realize this, is that once they do get under contract on a home, they have to write a check for an earnest money deposit. That earnest money deposit check is usually about 1% of the sales price of the home. So if you're buying a $500,000 home, your earnest money deposit check will probably be roughly $5,000. So you got to have that money readily available for you to basically write a check the next day after you are under contract. So you just got to be aware of that cost and be ready for it, okay? Second set of costs that come up that people don't know about are inspection costs. And those happen right away as well. Almost everyone will do what's called a home inspection, and there are professional home inspectors out there that will go out and inspect your potential new home, checking out all the appliances, the plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC system, the roof, the basement or crawl space for structural issues or cracks. And so normally they'll charge you $400 to $500 for their inspection report. And those are always, a good item to purchase. A second item or a second type of inspection that comes up often is sewer scopes. And those may be done by the first inspector or by someone else. They're usually $150 to $200. But a sewer scope inspection is where the inspector sends a cable or a strong line with a video camera built into it down the sewer line in your new home all the way to the street, looking for clogs, breaks, anything negative. Because believe it or not, here in Denver, for decades, home builders have planted a tree over every damn sewer line in the city. And so those tree roots grow down and often cause problems with the sewer line after 20, 30 years. And so typically the sellers don't know anything about it, but you find out about it, the repairs can easily be $5,000 to $10,000. So this could be the best $200 you're going to spend as you buy a home. A third type of inspection that's become very popular in the last few years are radon inspections, of where radon is a natural occurring gas, but the state of Colorado actually has the highest radon levels in the country because where you live in the Rocky Mountains. And radon, if breathed in for long periods of time, can cause cancer. So it is a good idea to get a radon test if your home has a basement, especially a basement that's finished that you're going to be using. And that could be another couple $100. So in total, you may spend on inspections $800 to $1,000. So you got to be ready for that as well. Another set of costs that you're going to have that people don't know about is what's called your one-time closing costs. This includes lender fees, appraisal fees. Now, typically, as a lender, we do ask you to pay the appraisal up front, and that's usually $600, $650 on most loans. And then other closing costs you'll have will be for title insurance and county charges. Normally, they total about $3,000 for us here at my company, okay? The other part of those costs that will happen as well is what are called prepaids, of where you have to pay prepaid interest from the day of closing through the end of the month. A big one is homeowners insurance. You have to purchase your first year's homeowners insurance policy at closing. Now on a condo, that may only be $400, but on a single family home, that could be $1,400, $2,400, $3,400. It's very common that people's prepaids are more than their closing costs when they get to the closing table. Another prepaid item is escrows. That's that, savings account you got to create at closing for your homeowner's insurance and property taxes. And then a final number that comes up in the prepaids often is HOA dues. I always tell my clients to expect to pay at least 3 months of HOA dues at closing. So if the dues are $300 a month, expect to pay at least $900 additional dollars at closing. So there are additional costs besides the down payment. You know, your earnest money deposit goes towards the down payment, but then then you have the 3 different inspections, and then you have your closing costs and prepaid. So I just want you to know your numbers, the truth up front. So that's why I shot this video. And if you like it, if you have questions, please, post them down below. But please subscribe to my channel and share it with others. So now that you know these 3 secret costs to buying a home, I would love to help you. Will you please just post down below, hey, help me. And I would love to chat with you about and help you buy a home.